Right, so I didn't know it was actually going to fix it, but now I have fixed it. I'll show you how you can do it without taking it apart at all. What happens, as was correctly pointed out on somebody else's video, is that the bit that does the sensor when you pull the door handle as the secondary means of opening it, so if the sensor dies that notices your finger is in the way, it still works by pulling the door handle, and that works by a switch on the back of the sensor, which gets squashed by the mechanism of the door handle when you pull it. But what happens is that bit breaks and it presses the button all the time, which means that the whole unit shuts down. So I've worked that out. I kind of cheated. What I did in here, as you can see, is I bared the edges of some of the wires, and I bared them at different places so they couldn't touch each other, and I did some measuring. And so the brown wire actually turns out to be a 12 volt feed, but it's got some resistance in it, so it doesn't mind being short circuited. The black wire is a negative, and the white wire is a sensor wire. When the switch is pressed inside this little box of tricks by the door handle, instead of using the infrared, what happens is that all the voltage disappears on the brown line. So basically it shorts the brown line to the black line, I assume. It might short it to the white, I don't know. It doesn't matter, the voltage disappears there. So you can check if this is the problem you have. If you bear off your brown wire, and then you get your voltmeter, like so, and you wedge your black one in here, I find works fine. Just get stuck there nicely, like that. And then put the red one to your bared off brown wire. If the switch is stuck in, you'll get 0 volts. If the switch is not stuck in, you'll get 12 volts. And you can tell this because if you pull out the plug completely, plug out completely, then you'll get 12 volts on the brown wire, and then it'll go back to only being 0 volts when it's plugged in. So having worked all that out, what do you need to do to fix it? Well, if you go in here, can you see this silver bit here? And see it has a round bit there. Just there, it has a round bit on a bulbous bit, and that has these little holes in it at the back, and into those is held a white bit of plastic, which will have snapped probably on the top lug. So you need to rip out that bit of plastic with your screwdriver, and just make it fall down there. Don't worry about it once it's gone. And also there's a spring, so whack that out as well. I've probably got them down here if I reach, see if I can find them. You never know. So I've just whacked mine out. No, I don't think we're in luck. I don't think we're in. Oh, yes we are. Oh, here it is. No, it's not. That's not it. Nope. So we can't. Anyway, there's a bit of white plastic you'll find behind here, just there. And whack it out and whack out the spring. And what you've done is you've disabled its ability to open on the door handle being pulled. But that doesn't really matter, because probably your sensor still works for your hand going in. So now, once you've done that, you can test it all and you'll find it works again with your hand going in. So actually, having bought a new sensor wouldn't have helped you at all, because there's nothing wrong with your old sensor. It was just the bit at the back of the lock that presses into it that was broken. You can fix it properly by putting a lump on the back of here, so that it presses the switch again, but I don't think I'm going to bother, because I've gone from it not working to it working when you put your hand in, and that's good enough for me.